Welcome back, gang. I wanted to take a moment to do a quick review today on a recent bag that I purchased. My previous bag that I used for the last few years is essentially getting too small. So I've gone ahead and purchased this bag, and I wanted to take a few minutes to actually share this information with you. Happy Friday to you all. I wanted to do a quick review of a bag that I purchased this week on Amazon. It's the Mosiso single sling bag. It was $50, and I purchased this bag because my previous bag was getting a little bit too small for all of my gear. So I wanted something that was relatively small and that I could just throw over one shoulder and run and gun with. So I wanted to essentially get it on video so that for those of you who are actually looking for a new bag, we'll have perhaps a review. So I haven't opened it yet. As you can see, the wrapper is still on there. And so we're gonna do this together. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the wrapper off. So this is the bag. It's a single sling bag, and the reason why I went with something relatively small is because I'm still going to use my old bag mainly to carry the gear, certain gear like lenses or memory cards or battery chargers and so on. This one is just what I would carry on me as I'm doing photo shoots. It's really meant to carry one DSLR, potentially one and a small DSLR, and then a couple of lenses, a GoPro perhaps. So it is a single sling here. There's a lot of carry space, I would say, considering the size of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and open the bag with you all. So there's one zipper going around. So this is what it looks like on the inside. So as you can see, you can fit one large camera body here and then the lens attached to it. And then you can go ahead and add one more lens here. And then there's two compartments here. So it's a very modular bag. So you can see right here, you can actually pull this little thing off. And then you now have one camera body and then with a lens and then two extra lenses if you wanted to, or perhaps you can have one camera body and a lens and a backup camera body here and then the lens that comes with that. So this is what the current interior looks like. The way the bag is made, the reason why I wanted a single sling bag is because when I'm essentially doing photo shoot and I need lens quickly, I can always bring it up in the front like this and then just open the top here like this, reach for what I need, and then just keep going. Sometimes with the two sling bags, you kind of have to take your bag down, open it, get what you need, and then eventually get what you needed, attach it to your lens, put it back on your shoulder. It eats away a lot of the time. It's not fast enough. It's very slow. So this bag is kind of a much quicker bag. And you don't want to miss moments because you're hauling too large of gear and inconvenient of gear. So there, like I said, there's quite a few areas where you can essentially stick stuff in. So there's this other compartment here that you could throw in battery chargers, filters, or what I'm going to use this specific bag for is one camera body in here. The second one in the compartment, it's attached lens. Then in here, my plan is to throw in my GoPro and accessories in it. So there is a slot here, there is a net here, and then there is another zipper compartment that you can, add paperwork, cabling, and whatnot. So there's a lot of hidden compartments. So there's that. There's another compartment here in the front here, and then there's a net, and then another compartment here. And then last but not least, there is one more here in the back. So it's kind of padded back here for comfort, but there is another area where you could store a wallet or a phone if you need it. And then here for your another water bottle or potentially a small tripod. So there's a buckle here. You can slide in a monopod or a very, very small tripod, and then you should be good. It's initial impression so far so good. From what I understand, it's not a waterproof bag, so be careful in which environment you use because you could potentially lose some gear. But so far I'm really happy with what I received. I picked this teal color because it kind of goes along with my B&D photography logo, so I picked this specific color for that reason. But there were other options. If I recall correctly, there was the black one, there was a gray one, and then there was also a red one, and then this teal. So this is what I went with initially. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you how much gear we can put in this little bag, so you can essentially decide for yourself if this is something that you would be interested in purchasing or not. All right, so I have all of the gear that I considered using in this bag. And this has been my bag for the last few years. It's an actual duffel bag here, and it served me well, and it will continue to do that. But it was just getting too crowded in here, and I needed something a little bit more with capacity. So this is why I bought this bag. All right, so let's see how much we can fit in here. Most photographers typically will work with 2 camera bodies and a couple lenses. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the the basics. So I will put, this is my typical camera, this is my go-to camera, so it fits right in that spot I had mentioned. And so I'm gonna open the bag completely so you can follow along. So it occupies the main area of the bag, and then a second camera could fit in that lens area, that spot right here, right next to it. So if I push it in, and then the next lens can go right in here. So far, most of the compartment is full, but I could easily slide in one more lens in in here. And then if I really wanted to push the envelope, I could potentially fit in here. Maybe not. So far, it does the minimum. 2 camera bodies, 3 lenses. Obviously, there's one on the camera. So this area is pretty much complete. I just rediscovered that there's one more compartment I missed earlier. This would be ideal for my memory cards. So it would fit perfectly in here, just like that, and they're nicely and tucked away, but could be easily forgotten. So I'm just going to go ahead and close that. I can honestly say that space is now fully occupied. So close this, and now the next big compartment is here, right at the top. So my GoPro, which I always carry with me, right here. This is the chest rig for the GoPro, and it will fit right in there with it. So it's nearly using all the space here. There is the selfie stick that I would use with the GoPro or its stand, so it's out of the question to fit it in there. So awesome place to put it would be right here, where either a water bottle or tripod could go, but now it's my selfie stick spot. Second battery for the GoPro would fit right here, perfectly in there, or the zipper compartment, so things don't fall out of the bag when you pull it out. All right, so then I also have my chargers. I'd say that it would fit right in here as well with it. Do I need my chargers when I'm on the go? Probably not, but I could bring it with me if I desperately needed it. So there, you can go ahead and zip that up, and it all fits nice and neat. What else? My battery bag. I usually use on a full day 5 or 6 Fujifilm batteries. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a spare Canon battery, which is what I'm filming with today. Where would they go? Well, right here, right in the front. Nicely tucked away. And you can just go ahead and close that. So that's pretty much most of my gear. There is my camera sling that, you know, that would typically go on my camera. I usually will have it on the camera, but I feel like this space right here on the back would be the ideal place to put it away, and then also provide a little bit more padding for me if I needed it. So the only thing that I really couldn't fit on my bag, my new bag, that I might need, I will likely need, especially when it comes to doing night shoots, is my lens, my flash. I don't use it majority of the time because I like to shoot with natural lighting, but this device comes in handy often. So unfortunately, the bag is at max capacity, and this is as much as I can carry. So essentially 2 cameras, 1 GoPro, batteries, SD cards, a chest rig, and I could put in another water bottle right beside the selfie stick, and I think it should be fine. And this is how I would walk around. And whenever I need something quickly, just slide it up front, unzip it, and grab what I need and keep going. So this is my running gun bag, and I'm so far really impressed with it. I'm looking forward to using it in the field. Would I recommend this bag to you? Absolutely. For the price of $49.95 plus shipping and tax, under $60, you're getting a really decent quality product. Obviously, I can't speak to the longevity of this bag that will come with time, but to use this for a few years, I think it'll get the job done, and it will get the job done really well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I will give you more reviews.